Good morning, Virgo. I hope you're keeping well. This is your mid September reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. It's for your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Um, it's always beneficial, I think, to try and look at those signs, look at the readings. Part of it may resonate, parts of it may not, but you may just get a nugget of information that when you piece all the readings together makes sense to you. So bear that in mind. These are collective readings, so not everything's going to resonate with you. Um, the storyline may be similar to what you're going through, but maybe the specific details are a bit different. So take it, use your intuition, use your gut feeling, feel into it. If you think, yeah, that sounds like it's what's going on with me, then it most likely is. If you're going, this makes no sense to me, well, then it's not for you. So here we are, mid to end September. So, Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? We have a new moon coming up in your sign on the 22nd of September. What's that? Crown activation. That's at 29 degrees, so it's quite it's the last degree of Virgo, so it's kind of like a pretty strong karmic kind of degree, so you might feel it intensely. It's not necessarily always a bad thing, but it can sort of mean that there might be things wrapping up for you. Wisdom of the solar plexus, something creative coming in here for you, Virgo. So there might be something with this new moon coming into play, gratitude for the past. There might be something coming in here now with this new moon that it's like putting the past to bed, to finally letting the past go, moving on now to, you know, realign with your solar plexus, your creativity. There's a crown activation here, so it feels like something's opening up. Move through your fear. So it feels here like there's something coming into play now the remainder of this month. I do feel it's to do with the new moon, and it's about maybe the last number of years, whatever sort of has been playing out in your life. It's now time to put the bow on it. Tie the bow, tie the ribbon, put the bow on it, and put it in the corner and say that's done. Because there's something trying to come in here, or there's something going to be coming in here. The numbers 11, 7, 20, and 41 may be significant. 11 November, 7 July, 22 would be February, 41 would be 5, which is what? May. Take it as it resonates. Something here that they're asking you to during this new moon to give gratitude for past lessons, for the things that happened to you in the past that may have hurt and took a bit of healing to get over, has actually elevated you. So it might feel hard at the time to sort of when you're in the middle of something to be like, oh, this is for my highest good. But when you get through it a bit, then you start to see, well, this was actually in my best interest. This is actually for my higher good here. Okay. So what does Virgo need to know here now for mid to the end of September? What do we need to know? Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, the King of Cups in reverse. I feel here that you're the Emperor, and the Chariot. I feel here that there may be you may get communication from somebody from the past here. Maybe you have them blocked and they're trying to come through and they're trying to deliver some truth here, but they're not balanced. It may be a water sign, doesn't have to be just the card saying that they're emotionally unstable. They're not it could be a maturity thing too. They're just not emotionally available. Um that could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they could have it highly aspected. It doesn't have to be that sign. It's the energy they're in. But you could have this person blocked and they could be trying to come forward here. The Emperor and the Chariot. This could be something to do with rushing in to tell you something about an elder that's around them. They could be going to rush in to tell you some information about maybe a father or grandfather or an older brother or death cards here. Deliver some information about that. There's a situation here, the Hermit. Virgo, you may receive information here from somebody from the past about a death of a father or grandfather in their family. Whatever, I don't believe that this has been like a long illness or anything. I feel that this happens quite suddenly and quite unexpectedly. So I don't feel that this person has been ill or there has been ill in the sense of my throat's wanting to dry up. Hold on a moment. Not ill in the sense of right, we're concerned, we're on a limited time frame here. I feel that this has just came kind of out of the blue here. So there might be this could be why this King of Cups is in reverse. Um because there this is kind of quite hard here. The Star card. They're wanting to come towards you. Can we give us a little bit more here for Virgo? What do we need to be? The Empress is wanting to pop out there too. What does Virgo need to know here? I feel that the past person here that's going to try and come in is Two of Cups has been very significant to you in your past. I mean, there is a connection here, a soul connection here between the two of you, which is why it's like they feel this hurt now and Queen of Swords. They're wanting to rush towards you because you were the one High Priestess in the Wheel of Fortune. You were the one who always kind of, was the reliable shoulder to cry on. I feel that you're quite, the Seven of Swords is here. I feel you're very guarded about this. I feel you're going to come at them with this Queen of Swords energy. It's almost a feeling here like this person's going to come in upset, grieving, maybe having lost their father or their grandfather, somebody that's quite significant in their life. They're really upset and they're going to come, automatically lift the phone to ring you. But there has been a lot that has happened here in the past. So it's not just a case of, right, you know, I'm not putting this down in any way that it's not, but it's something's happened in my life. Boo hoo! I'm gonna ring the collective. I'm gonna ring Virgo here, and they're gonna give me the shoulder to cry on. But at some point, they give you the cold shoulder. So it's kind of now you're in this Queen of Swords energy. Why would I Ace of Cups? The Seven of Swords is here. They were sneaky in the past, and you give them this cup of love, and they didn't nurture it, they didn't appreciate it, they were neglectful with it. Even though this person's showing up now, King of Cups in reverse, I feel they when you were with them, they were the King of Cups in reverse too. Strength card. Yeah, it feels that they're wanting to come through now, and Ten of Cups. It's definitely a family situation here. Something has taken place, a death has taken place here in this family, and they're needing strength. And it's almost like wanting to come towards you because they know you're strong. Six of Cups coming towards the past person. But as I said, there is a connection here. There is a divine connection here. This may be a twin flame or a soulmate connection here. And that's why they automatically, when something happens here, they automatically want to come rushing towards you because that cord's still there. So that you're in a way, you're their emotional support, you're their strength, no matter what they're doing in their life, no matter how far they have elevated or moved on with anyone else or whatever they're doing, that cord is still there. Six of Wands. Nine of Pentacles is how they see you, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here now that this hurt, it almost feels like the heart space has been cracked open for this person. And they're now wanting to rush back in, and they're wanting your support, they're wanting your comfort, your nurturing. And I feel that you're very guarded. Here's the Eight of Wands underneath it with the Eight of Swords. They're rushing in with this communication, wanting your sort of nurturing and your kindness and your strength. They're really wanting this from you. But neglecting to see here what damage was done in the past. Decisions here about what are you going to do. The oracle cards are about, letting go and moving forward. So we'll take a deeper look and extend it, but we want to see, has this person, have they done any healing work here? Because the Seven of Swords have shown up for their past energy, but have they done any work to move on from this? Let's see. Quest. Let's see what Quest says. Have they really taken the time? It feels like it's very, this just happens and I'll ring Virgo. So it's, to me, it feels like there has been no work done. Let's see. Let's see. Quest, the Navy Trail. When I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. The legend, Mrs. Patriot, the oldest woman in the town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished and the path she seeks is already before her. Mrs. Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but is in the here and now. As Miss Patriot travels home, the Navy trail stretches out before her. Inspiration. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space of self discovery. Personal inquiry. It is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Key ideas: being open to wisdom, imagine dangers, commitment to your path. Key words: courage, journey, answers. And there's a little meditation here. Write down 5 truths about yourself. Look at your list and close your eyes. Imagine the Navy trail stretched out before you. You may see images or hear a song or feel the sun on the path. Allow all sensations. When you're ready, open your eyes. Did you come to any new awareness about your truths? This is something here, it feels like there needs to be a real self-awareness in you here about what is it I want. When this person reappears here, I feel that there has been a level of healing done here and moving forward. And then all of a sudden, this blast from the past tries to come back in again with some, pretty tragic news here. And it kind of drags you back in again. And you're sort of sitting, you're now sort of in this energy of, I was pretty certain where I was going and what I was doing, and now I'm not so certain. So there's a little bit of, on this new moon, it's kind of feels like there's a bit of a decision here. Am I going to go back or am I going to move forward? So let's take it to the extended and let's see what this person's intentions are. Find out a little bit more about what's going on with them. Let's see if there's any blockages and get an outcome, and we'll get some angelic advice for you too.